Hello, welcome to WEBBYPAINT 0.18.4 beta. I'm going to do a quick little overview of the new UI. So first we've got some tools up here on the top. For example, oil tool, hard round, and some weird ones like fan oil and line radial. That's kind of nice for perspective if you're into that. And then we've got liquefy, rake, and pencil. Okay, so on the left side you'll have a size bar as well as color jitter. And color jitter will give you different effects depending on which tool you're on. For example, with the oil, it gives you this nice color distortion, whereas with line tool it gives you a slightly different start and end color gradient. Okay, and then on the left side there's a bunch of different modes. So for example, if we go to this one here, this is the blend mode. So this will take the start color and the end color and blend between them. And again, this is gonna look different depending on what tool you're on. So when we're on oil tool, it still keeps the settings of that tool, but it just gives the start and the end color effect there. Okay, so and then also it depends on color jitter. Wonder why it's not working there. Okay, that needs to be fixed for color for hard round. Anyway, we also have a blur here, something like that. I like to use it with the fan tool. And then we have erase. Alright, and then down here we have our color picker. And again, this works with the color jitter slider. You can drag on this color square over here to get left and right is hue, and then up and down is value. If you're on a computer, you can also use spacebar to get the same effect. So just holding down spacebar will give you value, going up and down, and left and right is hue. And then if you click on spacebar, you will get an eyedropper. Just a quick little tap on spacebar. Same thing down here. If you quickly click on it, you get eyedropper. But if you drag on it, you get the drag effect. Okay, and then up here on the top right, there's a bunch of settings. So you can change your UI size. You can pop out menus too. Like for example, if I want this color picker to be a pop out, I can just click on color picker here, and then it's draggable and resizable. You can also change the color mode. Right now it's on HSB. We can get oh sorry, it was on RGB. We can get different modes here. And there are also different modes on the slider. You can make them thick, you can make them dynamic so that it shows what color you're going to get when you move the slider. These options are also available here. And then also there are different UI modes. So the UI is pretty flexible. It'll change depending on the screen size and the orientation, but you can also change it like this. So this is minimal mode. This may be more ideal for a phone. It's got all the same controls. You drag and you click, and then you drag for color jitter and you drag for size here. you can click on the tool twice to get more tool options here. And then there's a bunch of presets here as well. So this is minimal mode, there's classic mode. This is kind of more designed for phones, I guess. If you need this to be really compact, you can actually see that it will squish together. But this will make this version makes more sense on a phone. It'll stack vertically here. But and then you can also say none if you're into that and just want to work with hotkeys. We can also let's go back to modern, which is the default. And you can change what else can we change? Oh yeah, so if we click on this tool again, you can see that this icon represents this tool preset hard round. And when I click on these different tool presets on the left, we're switching up here. Now to reorder these or replace them potentially, you can just click and drag and hold down, and you can see that the oil has now moved to the front. For example, if we want rectangle tool, we can just hold down, drag that, and bring that up here, and now that's up here. And it's going to always have the top 10 tools up here. And you can change the settings in here. There's a whole bunch of settings, but I'm not going to go into it right now. But basically, if we, for example, click on this, you can change the texture to something like this. Or if we go back to oil, we could change the texture to something like that. But there's a whole bunch of interesting settings in here for distortion, but you can just play around with those to see what they do. And then finally, if you press the number keys, like if I press number 2, I get the second preset on the top, number 3, number 4, blah blah blah, all the way up to 0. And then if you click on the number twice, you get the extended settings. Okay, so that is the basic overview. There's also a gallery over here. You can click on gallery. And we've got sorting now, so you can adjust by date. And I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoy this new version. We got resize here too. Okay. That's it. Have a good one. Bye.